I'd like to call this meeting in order. Michelle, the roll, please.
Avon,
Here.
Caledonia,
Here.
Canisius, Geneseo,
Here.
Groveland,
Here.
Leicester, Lima,
Here.
Livonia,
Here.
Mount Morris,
Here.
North Dansville,
Here.
Nunde,
Here.
Ashen,
Here.
Portage,
Here.
Sparta,
Here.
Springwater, West Sparta,
Here.
York.
Here. So I guess Groveland Supervisor Bill Devine to please lead us in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We had some meeting minutes from our last regular meeting, the 13th of July, for consideration. Is there any changes anyone would suggest at this time? Hearing none, I look for a motion in a second, please.
Move Schuster.
Second, Davis. We have a motion in a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None, that's carried. We have communication, Michelle.
Receipt of notice of claim in the matter of Erie Insurance Company versus Livingston County Sheriff's Office.
Thank you. Abstract of claims.
Mr. Chairman, I move this abstract of claims and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Is there any questions or discussion on this abstract of claims? Hearing none, I will roll, please. Michelle?
Avon,
Aye.
Caledonia,
Aye.
Canisius, Geneseo,
Aye.
Groveland,
Aye.
Leicester, Lima,
Aye.
Livonia, Mount Morris,
Aye.
North Dansville,
Aye.
Nunde, Ashen,
Aye.
Portage,
Aye.
Sparta,
Aye.
Springwater, West Sparta, York.
Aye.
Ayes 1857, absent 152, adopted.
Next, we have some Ways and Means resolutions that are going to require a separate roll call vote.
Mr. Knapp, amending the 2022 Livingston County Budget, Board of Supervisors, and Planning.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Is there any questions or discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, I'll roll, please. Michelle?
Avon,
Aye.
Caledonia,
Aye.
Canisius, Geneseo,
Aye.
Groveland,
Aye.
Leicester, Lima,
Aye.
Livonia, Mount Morris,
Aye.
North Dansville,
Aye.
Nunde, Ashen,
Aye.
Portage,
Aye.
Sparta,
Aye.
Springwater, West Sparta, York. Ayes 1857, absent 152, adopted. Authorizing transfer of funds, Department of Health and Highway. There are two.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Is there any question or discussion on this transfer of funds? Hearing none, I will roll, please. Michelle?
Avon,
Aye.
Caledonia, Canisius, Geneseo, Groveland, Leicester, Lima,
Aye.
Livonia, Mount Morris,
Aye.
North Dansville,
Aye.
Nunde, Ashen,
Aye.
Portage,
Aye.
Sparta,
Aye.
Springwater, West Sparta, York.
Aye.
Ayes 1857, absent 152, adopted. Amending a portion of Resolution Number 2022-194, a cents per gallon rate of sales and compensating use taxes on motor fuel and diesel motor fuel.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Are there any questions or discussion on this resolution? Yes. John?
As I stated in Ways and Means, I'm still not real happy about this. I think we told our citizens that we were going to give them a reduction. Obviously, we knew at that point in time that it was beyond our control whether or not these service stations did or did not comply. I think by rescinding that, we are doing a disservice to our citizens, and we're basically labeling every service station in the county a thief and a liar. So I have a major problem with that.
Thank you. Other discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Mr. Fowler.
how much money have we basically donated into this? Do we know what we didn't earn?
I don't, all I have is the preliminary numbers that we talked about when we enacted this. I mean, our estimates were based on like $500,000 before there was what Ian came up with. Is that what you're kind of asking? Yeah,
Right.
I don't, Ian seems to convey that the sales tax and the dollars that we receive, it's, there's a lot of things like prior period adjustments, and I don't know how real refined we can get the numbers for sure, but I guess my assumptions, I guess, are just based on the information that Ian has provided to us when we first enacted this. I haven't heard any revised numbers or revised estimates.
But I think it still does show that our sales tax numbers are out.
They are, I believe that to be true, yes.
It's based on amount of gallons too. Those are not that or below.
I don't know that. I thought about that a lot. Sometimes I wonder if the reason it's a little bit vague is if they gave the exact numbers, would it infringe upon a business's rights for, their own privacy? If we knew exactly how many dollars or how many gallons a specific business had and said, would that be, kind of infringing upon their rights as a business if we knew exactly, a certain station sold so many dollars worth or so many, that's just speculation on my part as to why sometimes there's vagueness in those numbers, but that's just my personal thoughts
Yeah,
on it.
we've gotten breakdowns before by category, for sales tax,
Yes.
for automobiles, fuel, and all that other stuff. We just haven't gotten one since we did this.
Other discussion points on this?
My constituents, most all of them, said they'd rather have a few cents on a gallon of gas is to have to put it back on their taxes if you did not have one. That was just what they told me.
Several constituents have come to me and asked why we are not seeing the relief that we should be seeing, considering the adjoining counties, excluding Monroe, have offered this reduction and our portion of the county sales tax. It should amount to about 8 cents a gallon. And several have asked me, and I don't have a good answer as to why our local stations. I provided quite a bit of information from Gas Buddy on diesel and gasoline prices based on July 22nd for Raisin Greens, and it's certainly questions on the prices that are out there, in different adjoining counties, and it's just, I don't have a good answer for our constituents that ask. Yes, Mr. Guy.
I appreciate you voicing my opinions and my thoughts the other day at the meeting. But the bottom line is we knew going into this that we couldn't control the stations or the owners. What we can control is what we do in this room right here. Historically, we've paid higher fuel prices than anybody before COVID, during COVID, and currently. So I don't know that they haven't lowered the prices. We don't know that, and we don't have the data here to back up the sales tax numbers, other than know that we're still up in sales tax. But, so what Mike was asking for would have been helpful, certainly through these last few draws, if nothing else.
Sure.
But we don't have that. So as I voiced to you earlier, I'll be voting no on this, but I will not object to unanimous consent. I just think that's right. Just, let you know that for those reasons and others, I'm going to vote no.
Thank you. Other comments? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia. Canisius. Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland. Lester. Lima.
No.
Livonia.
No.
Mount Morris.
No.
North Dansville.
No.
Nunde. Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
No.
West Sparta.
No.
York.
Aye.
One moment. Ayes 1035, noes 822, absent 152. Adopted.
Under other business, I have two items that Michelle asked me to remind everyone, if you're interested in going to a NISAC conference September, please let Michelle know. Also, we have our invitation to the legislative night, August 24th at the KV Downs. Anyone interested in attending that should also let Michelle know today if possible. Is there any other business to come before the board?
Move to adjourn from Geneseo. Second, Schuster.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Meeting stands adjourned.